So here are my 5 Balfouris. This is the same container I got them from the Birmingham Entomological Show, and as you can see they're doing well. I believe they're all okay. I've put in a little Monopoly water dish there to give them some water, and what that is moss on the top of the substrate, and they've basically made a sort of cocoon web. I'm going to leave them in here for another molt, and let's see if they want to cricket. I've got sort of 7 pre-killed, I think. I'm just going to plonk it in the middle, and they're all dead, the crickets. So there's one interesting thing that I found out, and I chatted to Tom Moran, and he confirmed that when he had his Balfouris and they were smaller, they tend to go for pre-killed. Because I tried feeding them live crickets, and these crickets were about the same size, sorry, they were smaller. So I thought, well, you know, they'd eat them, but they didn't. So since then, about 4 days ago or 3 days ago, I gave them a couple of, about 5 crickets, and they've all disappeared. And as you can see, they're put on a fair. Well, they look nice and healthy. So we'll see what they do with these crickets. That one's not quite alive. So I might put this on pause. That's probably enough. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put in 6, just to, they might, want a bit more of a feast. You can see one of the little bums there. Right, so those crickets will wriggle around for a bit. I'm going to put it on pause and see if one of the Balfouris wants to come and eat. So I've sat here for a few minutes, and I'm afraid they're not coming to eat, so I'll check back a bit later, and if there's anything to show you, I will. If not, this will be the end of the vid, and there's not much else I can do really. You put the food out, they might not be hungry, could be something pre-molt, and as soon as I see something, I'll obviously try and film it for you guys. But my plan is basically one more molt, and then I'm just going to lift up this entire webbed bit of moss and just plonk it into another enclosure. Well, that's the theory anyway. It just makes it easier than me having to catch individual Balfouris, and it's pretty much all one complete sort of unit. They seem to have sort of webbed it so that it's above the substrate, which I mentioned before. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. First communal of the videos, and obviously I'll give you updates and when I can, and these are a real pleasure to own. So, but thanks to Mark's Tarantulas, and also Tom Moran especially, for their advice, and the videos that they've produced have been brilliant and a real help. So I might steal some of their ideas. Cheers guys. Okay, bye. So I thought I'd just do a quick little update. So 2 hours have passed, and I put in 8 crickets now, and so they're all sort of that size cricket, and they've all gone. This was one I had left over, and I forgot to put it in, so I thought I might as well just put it in. They were just on the top here, but they just run away as soon as I open the lid. So yeah, I'll update you perhaps in a few weeks, or depending on what happens really, but at the moment, just because they're eating pre-killed, there's not really much I can show you. Which is a bit of a shame, but as soon as something happens, I'll let you guys know. But they're doing well, really eating well. So I think I'll probably give them another 6 or 7 crickets in perhaps 3 days' time, and just keep feeding them up until they get bigger. Right, thanks for watching. Tra.